I plead guilty on the matter of having watched Ezekiel Elliott do his work at OTAs and minicamp here in Frisco. I plead guilty. Mike Fisher reporting from Frisco, home of the Dallas Cowboys. As we've told you, Zeke looks like a scat back as much as he has at any time in his NFL career. Cowboys two-time rushing champion, darting east and west, and then demonstrating what you in Cowboys Nation hopes is a more elusive force as he finished the underwear Olympics, all of his carries with sprints to the end zone. So what am I guilty of? Well, maybe failing to notice that Zeke's sidekick, Tony Pollard, spent the last month doing all the same things. Pollard quote on Zeke, he's definitely been locked in. And yes, guilty, we're in on the conference call with Tony Pollard, and a lot of the questions are about Zeke. Guilty. I can tell you that he took the right steps forward this offseason, getting his body right and getting in shape. Now, sidebar, this does bring up, as it always does with pro athletes, what do you mean getting in shape? Why wasn't he in shape before? What do you mean Leighton Vander Esch is on a mission? Why wasn't he on a mission before? This is sports. The regeneration of myself every year. Boy, this is really going to be the year. That is the way athletes work. Maybe it's the way we all work too. So Pollard's talking about Zeke, but then he switched gears in the conversation ever so slightly. Maybe a tiny verbal east to west shuffle move of his own. Me and him, Pollard says, we also worked out together a lot of times during the offseason. We both are locked in. We're both getting ready. We're both locked in. So this is Pollard's very subtle way of reminding us in the Tony Pollard press conference, which was about Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard's thoughts on Zeke, to make sure, just very subtly, that the Tony Pollard press conference was also just a little bit about Tony Pollard. He understands the pecking order here, and we should too. I've seen a lot of kind of national observers say it's going to be Tony Pollard's turn. That's really not the way it's planned to work here. Nor is Tony Pollard going to issue some public demand to change the pecking order. Zeke remains a centerpiece of the offense. They need to do more things to make him better. He remains a unusually talented football player at age, middle of his 20s? They need, though, the coaching staff needs to also find ways to utilize Pollard, who last year, I think we can agree, was showcased just enough to now we know that he's more than just a gimmick guy. He did enough on Sundays, especially against the 49ers, to know, the gimmick stuff, he can hurt you that way, but he's also a running back. More than just a gimmick. Can he actually take some of Zeke's carries? Can he play alongside Zeke? Can he maybe line up at wide receiver like he did over the course of this offseason? Last two seasons, trendy numbers. Zeke played 84% of the team snaps in 2019. Pollard played 18%. Last year, Zeke played 69%, Pollard 32%. Now, a little bit of injury issue, a little bit of fumble issue, but also a trend. Can you continue that trend in a way that helps the football team? Is that number enough? 69 to 32 might be enough if Zeke's Zeke. Can you use them in tandem? Pro Football Focus says that Dallas, with those two guys, has the second best rushing duo in football. That shocks me. I don't know that there's evidence of that. But can the two of them together move a little east-west in order to move Dallas north in the standings? Quote from Tony, our whole goal here is to win it all. If you're not doing that, you're falling short. That means there's room for improvement all around. So he means himself, but he also means Zeke. Elliott, we know, is putting in the work. Pollard, I plead guilty. of being so bedazzled by Zeke that I've therefore failed to notice that Tony Pollard is doing all the same things. Fish out.